This is a very famous problem called send more money. So what does this problem state? It states find the values of all these characters or alphabets such that send plus more is equal to money. So this is a problem of crypt arithmetic, or I would call it as logical arithmetic, and it is a fun problem to solve. So let's get down to it. So let's first understand what are the constraints given. So the first is that all these alphabets or characters will have a value between 0 to 9. The second and important constraint is that all these alphabets will have different values. So important to note, they will have different values. And the third is really the rule of arithmetic, that no number starts with 0. So 4, we would say 4, not 04. So all these three numbers, send, more and money, should not start with 0. So given these constraints, what is our objective? Our objective is to find the values of all these 8 characters S, E, N, D, M, O, R and Y. So how should we begin? So let's begin by noticing the first thing, that the largest 4-digit number is 9999. Now if the largest 4-digit number is 9999, so send cannot be greater than 9999 and more cannot be greater than 9999. And we know 9999 plus 9999 is 19998. So it means money cannot be greater than this number. So it cannot be greater than this number 19998. We know money, M of money, cannot be 0. Why? Because no number can start from 0. So what does it mean? It implies that the value of M is 1. So now that we have found the value of M, let us just replace it. So we have put in the value here and we have replaced it in the grid. So let's now proceed. So let's look for one more thing, that whenever we have addition, we could have carries. So we have these carries C1, C2, C3. Obviously, when we are adding D and E, there is no carry. So these carries, the possible values of these carries can be 0 or 1. Why 1? Why not more than 1? Because we are just adding two numbers. So 9 plus 9 is 18, and if the previous carry is 1, it can only become 19. So we have just defined these carries C1, C2, C3, and we know that C1, C2, C3 are either 0 or 1. So remember this point, we will keep on referring to it again. So now if you look at it, if you look at this equation here, we know S plus 1 plus the carry, which is C1, is equal to 10 plus O. Now we know that the maximum value of S is 9 and the maximum value of C1 is 1. We have discussed this. So if we put these values in, we get, so if we put it back here, so S maximum value is 9, C1 maximum value is 1. So 9 plus 1 plus 1 is greater than equal to, because this is the maximum value, is greater than equal to 10 plus O. Or we get O is less than equal to 1, because 11 is greater than equal to 10 plus O. So we get O is less than equal to 1. Now O cannot be 1. Why cannot O be 1? Because M is 1 and all the values need to be distinct. So now we know O is equal to 0. So now let us put those values of O here and we get this. So let's now proceed from here. If we look at this here, we get C2 plus E plus 0. E plus 0 plus C2 is equal to N or N 10 plus N. The maximum value of E is 9 and C2 is 1, we know that. Now if we put those values in, we get 9 plus 0 plus 1 is equal to n or 10 plus n, if the carry is there or not, or 10 is greater than equal to n or 10 plus n. So if there is a carry, 10, it will be n or 10 plus n. Now we know that the value of n cannot be 0 or 1. So what does this imply? That 10 plus, if 10 has to be greater than 10 plus n, the value of n will be 0. Now that is not possible. So this means that it cannot be 10 plus n, or because it cannot be 0, because n cannot be 0 as we discussed. So what does it mean? It implies C1 is 0. So we have now gotten C1 is equal to 0, we will just put that value there. So now we know S plus 1 is equal to 10. So from here we know S plus 1 is equal to 10 or S is equal to 9, and let's go ahead and substitute it. So we have found one more alphabet. Let's now look at this. If C2 was 0, then E plus 0 is equal to n, or E will be equal to n. Now that violates our condition because E and n cannot be equal. So what does this imply? This implies that C2 is 1. So we now know the value of C2 and we have just put in there. Or we get E plus 1 will be equal to n. So now we know this part. And why is this true? Because the carry, there is no carry when we add E plus 1, it is n, the carry we can see is 0. So the carry here, as you can see, is 0. If we now look at this here, we get n plus r plus C3 is equal to 10 plus E. There is a carry and here. So we get n plus r plus C3 is equal to 10 plus E. Now if we put the value of n, we know n is equal to E plus 1. So I have just put the value of n here. So we get E plus 1 plus r plus C3 is equal to 10 plus E. Now E would get cancelled off, or we get r plus C3 is equal to 9. So this is what we get, r plus C3 is equal to 9. We know that the maximum value of C3 is 1. We know all the carries are either 0 or 1. So what does this imply? If C3 is 0, then the value of r will be 9. And if C3 is 1, the value of r will be 8. So these are our two conditions. Now if r is 9, we know S is equal to 9. So that can't be possible. So r cannot really have the value 9. So what does it mean? That r is equal to 8. So this is the only correct option here. So let's go ahead and put those values. So we have solved it to this extent. Now let's look at the last here. D plus E is equal to 10 plus Y. Why 10? Because there is a carry here. Now we know that the minimum value of Y is 2. Why? Because 0 and 1 are already taken. So Y cannot be 0, Y cannot be 1. So we now know, because the minimum value of Y is 2, D plus E should be greater than equal to 12. This is something we know. The second thing we know, that the maximum value of D and E is 7. Why? Because 8 and 9 are taken. So this means D plus E is less than equal to 13. Why 13? Why not 14? Because D and E cannot be the same. So one can be 7, one can be 6. So the maximum value is the D plus E have to be less than equal to 13. So now we have these two conditions, D plus E is greater than equal to 12 and D plus E is less than equal to 13. So which means we have two options for Y. Y can be either 2 or 3. So let's solve it on a case by case basis. Let's take the first case. Let's take the value of Y is equal to 2. Now Y is equal to 2 implies D plus E is equal to 12. Now N cannot take the value 8. Why? Because 8 is taken, and we know from our previous that e plus 1 is equal to n, which implies e cannot be 7. So if e cannot be 7, this means d will be 7 and e is equal to 5 in this case. D plus e is equal to 12. They can't be 6, 6 because they can't be the same. Now if e is 5, we know n is equal to e plus 1. So n becomes 6. Let's just put those values in. So they become 9, 5, 6, 7 plus 1, 0, 8, 5. And if we add 5 plus 7, 12, 15, 1, 6. This is perfect. And all these values, as you can see, are distinct. So we have found one correct solution. But there is still a case remaining. Which case? Remember, y is equal to 3. Let's see what happens with the case y is equal to 3. So now we get d plus e is equal to 13. So if y is 3, d plus e is 13. So what does that mean? Again we know n cannot be equal to 8, which means e cannot be equal to 7. So this means d will be 7 and e will be 6. Now if e is 6, that means n is equal to e plus 1, which means n is 7. Now we know that d is 7, so n cannot be 7. So there is no solution possible in this case. So we have ruled out this case. So this means we had these two options, y is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. For y is equal to 2, we have found a solution. For y is equal to 3, we have come to the conclusion that there is no solution. So now we know the solution to this problem. So send plus more equal to money, and we know this will be 9567 plus 1085 is equal to 10,652. So this is a very, very famous problem, send more money, and there are a lot more problems like these which are fun to do. They use only basic arithmetic, but a lot of logical thinking, case analysis, application, and they are a lot of fun to do. I hope you enjoyed solving this problem with me.